DSP tries it.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new edition of DSP Tries It. And over the years that I've done DSP Tries It, I will fully admit that there are some times that perhaps I embellish a little bit, sometimes when I exaggerate a little bit for dramatic effect, although I think the series has gotten better over the years, and overall it really is a better series for serious critique of the food and things that I try in it versus, you know, a lot of the things I used to try when I started were just ridiculous food items that you kind of knew were going to be bad, okay? What I'm trying today honestly sounded good to me when I heard about it. And now that I've purchased it and I'm about to try it, I am actually dreading the fucking worst. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be trying a variation on the Buttery Jack burger from Jack in the Box. Now, if you're not aware, these have been around for several months. In fact, I think I remember correctly, when they debuted, I think I tried one. And I wasn't like massively impressed, but I did think that the flavor was interesting because it had butter and garlic flavor to it. As you can see, it says right there, garlic herb butter. However, the new one that they have come out with now is called the Cheddar Onion Barbecue Jack. It's supposed to be a burger with cheddar cheese and 3 different kinds of onions, apparently like fried, but like battered fried, regular fried, and caramelized, all on their Buttery Jack bun with the Buttery Jack sauce, all right? So I got one of these, and it was actually kind of dark outside, so I wasn't really paying attention or anything. And when I got out of my car, I noticed there was like a little spot on the seat where the bag was resting. I went and touched it. It was butter from this burger, seeped all over the seat. Okay? This is what it comes in. I just want to show you. There's butter all over. That's the butter sauce all over it. Look, seeping through. Wait till you see this. You might fucking retch. It's so greasy and buttery. Look. That it seeped through the holes in the bottom of the box into the bag and soaked the bag. Look at the back of this thing. It's completely covered in butter. I'm not even kidding. Look, it's dripping onto the plate. What the hell is this? I'm going to open it up. This is the Cheddar Onion Buttery Jack burger from Jack in the Box. It's around $5, just so you know. It's about $5 for this sandwich. Get ready. I have not opened this yet. Wow. Look at that presentation. They couldn't even get it on the bun. Like, look, just look, as I rotate here. It's completely crooked. They didn't even try. Like, there's no effort here at all to make this correctly. All right, I'm going to take this bun off. So what I see here, there's supposedly your fried crispy onions with some kind of a sauce, right? I see what looks to be some kind of an aioli, right? It looks like pesto or aioli or something. I don't know what that is. And then I see a fried onion. I guess that's supposed to be the caramelized onion right there. But as you can see, the burger is not even securely on the bun. And here's the thing. You could say, oh, maybe it shifted while you were driving. No, take a look at the cheese. The cheese dried that way, meaning this already dried and was in position, right? They put it on there purposely. They couldn't actually get it on the bun. So in order for me to eat this thing, I'm obviously going to try to push it with my finger and try to get the patty somewhat onto the bun. However, I get the feeling I'm going to have difficulty because the cheese is already melted. And that's kind of the faux pas with the cheeseburger. Look at this. Once the cheese is melted, look, I can't move the patty. I'm going to try. Hold on. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Could be the messiest, worst made burger I've ever seen in my life. All right, I've almost got it onto the bun now. Although, I don't think it's going to help. Because look, I don't know if you can see this. The spot that I touched the burger, my finger is now completely covered in grease and butter. Holy shit. I've got to think this thing is 1,000 calories. I mean, now I might be, most people say that a regular diet, dietitians should be 2,000 calories in one day, evenly spread throughout the day, right? I've got to think that this burger, with the amount of grease and butter, has to be at least 1,000 calories. I'd be curious if I'm sure someone will look it up now and put it in the comments how many calories it is. So there it is, their toasted buttery bun with this. Interesting because it smells a little tangy, but at the same time, I can smell tons of butter too. All right, So at least I've got it on the bun now. I can at least lift it and take a bite of it and attempt to taste it. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. A bunch of teenagers working there, by the way. Which is hilarious. Oh, I gotta tell you this. I was carded. They carded me at the drive-thru, I guess because my credit card either didn't have a signature or the signature had worn off. They carded me. Can I please see your ID, sir? I looked at the kid like, I'm buying a fucking cheeseburger. But that he wanted to see it to make sure I hadn't stolen the credit card. Okay, yeah, because, you know, that $5 purchase is so high, you gotta make sure I didn't steal the credit card. But anyway, so I'm gonna attempt to lift this up. Oh my God. Oh my, the entire bottom of the bun is soaking wet with grease and butter. Oh my God. I have never seen anything like that before. That is vile. Like, oh, they didn't even try to make this in any kind of an edible they just slopped it the fuck on there. Wow. And by the way, I should bring up this point too. No line at Jack in the Box. There was one car in front of me, they were gone. It wasn't like they were at rush hour, it was busy, and they were pumping out a bunch of food and they fucked this up. No, they just fucked it up of their own accord. So I'm gonna attempt to eat this. I don't know if I should eat this. You know what I mean? I'll take a few bites, I'll tell you how it tastes, but I mean, oh my God. Alright, I'm gonna take a bite of this. This reminds me of the fucking KFC Double Down, quite honestly, right now. This could be the most unhealthy thing I've ever eaten for this program. Oh my, look at this. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Well, the camera's not picking up the color correctly. The beef is not pink at all. The beef is overcooked and brown. I don't know why the camera's making it look like it's pink. It's not. This is not like a raw burger. The camera makes it look like it is. I guess the color adjustment or whatever. All I could really taste in that first bite, I didn't taste onion. I barely tasted any cheese. All I really tasted was the sirloin, which quite honestly is good because sirloin steak is quite good, and this is a sirloin burger, so it actually tasted pretty good. I'm going to take another bite here. Oh. Oh, man. All right, literally all I got for flavor in that bite was butter, because this bun is so saturated in the butter. It's fucking gross. I got butter and I got cheese. That I couldn't taste anything else but butter and cheese in that bite because there's so much butter on this burger. Oh my God. I'm gonna try to get a bite with some kind of onion, because there is onion on this, but it's not looking too good, being that there's so much of this that it's probably going to overpower all the other flavors. I'll try to take a bite from maybe this side over here. Holy shit. With that bite, I actually got a little bit of onion, so I actually tasted the sweetness of the onion with the burger. I'll be honest, the sweetness of the onion with the burger actually tastes pretty good. It actually does. The onions and the burger go together, because think of it, steak and onions. You traditionally fry up steak, put some fried onions on that sucker, right? Tastes good. But the amount of fucking butter on this burger is making it almost unbearable. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one more bite right from the middle, which has the most onions. Then I'm gonna put this atrocity down and I'm gonna give you my review. All right. My God. Look, I can't even lift up this. It's attached to the plate because there's so much grease on it. Wow. That was something else. This DSP Tries It was not for the faint of heart. Holy shit. My whole mouth tastes like sweet bread, which is good, and permeating butter. Ugh. So let me explain. I actually think that if this burger were made properly, or if this burger were not insanely doused in this butter sauce, and it had the appropriate amount on it, it might actually taste good. Because the components are there. Cheddar cheese is good. Cheddar cheese goes with beef. Sirloin steak is good. That goes with the flavor of fried onions, right? And even the sweet bread. In theory, it makes sense. The problem is they really mismade this, made it a sloppy mess, and just completely destroyed the product. So honestly, I don't know if my review of the cheddar onion buttery jack burger is actually going to reflect the product you would get if you went to a Jack in the Box franchise and got it yourself. But I've got to review what I have in front of me. Now here's the thing, it actually is heavy. It's substantial. It's a lot of food. Unlike some other products that I've done for this show, which for $5, they're like, oh, it's a $5 burger and you eat it. Like, this is like not even worth this. It's like, nowhere near worth $5. This one's pretty substantial. Eating this, you're probably going to be full. Maybe have a few fries. I got the combo, so maybe have a few fries with it or whatever. But this at least will fill you. Will you actually have a stomach that's not upset when you're done with it, especially if it looks like this? Oh my God, now I'm burping. This is not good. I told you I was worried about this one, guys. Oh no. I think I might have to wrap this episode up quickly. I have to review what I have in front of me. I feel that if it had all the components properly made, it wasn't disgusting, it wasn't falling apart, and it wasn't completely saturated in this disgusting butter, it probably could have had potential to be a 3 or a 4. But I've got to review what I've got in front of me. This is a 1 out of 5. It's a mess. It's insanely unhealthy. It's fucking tastes like, just permeated with butter. It's sad that I have to take 3-4 bites to really even taste the product, right? It's disgusting. It made a mess of my car. It made a mess of my table here, my plate. It's probably one of the worst things for me that I've ever eaten on DSP Tries It, and I'm going all the way back to that KFC Double Down from the beginning of the series. It's awful. And again, I would love to hear if someone could bring up the stats for this thing. What are the calories? What are the fat calories, right? Cholesterol? Oh my God. This thing's got to be off the fucking charts. And then, of course, there's my version, which is probably twice as bad because they made it like this. I got to give it a 1 out of 5. I kind of wish that I could have got a good one, because the thing is, I'm not going to ever order this again. After how bad this was, there's no way I'm ordering this again, ever. And I would have liked to see if it was made properly, if it was any better. This is disgusting. So 1 out of 5. I would only recommend trying this if you have a Jack in the Box near you that makes stuff well, and maybe doesn't have a bunch of teenagers who are pumping out food and don't know what the fuck they're doing like this one did, because this is just beyond nasty. And now I'm kind of worried because I actually got some food for my girlfriend too. She's not home right now. She's coming home in a couple hours. And I'm afraid when she comes home, she's going to look at hers. Hers is going to be gross too. If they slap this shit together so badly, I can't imagine how they made the other ones. So, all right. 1 out of 5 for the Cheddar Onion Buttery Jack. It's an abomination of a mess. Cannot recommend it. Looks like shit. Tastes like only butter. And again, it might just be a situation of my situation. All right. But we'll see what happens. Okay? All right. That is it for DSP Tries It. Thank you for watching. You may now go to the bathroom appropriately if you need to. I probably will in a moment. Thank you. And I just took a year off my life. See you later.